All right. What's up, guys? What's up, arcade machines? Welcome to Honey Badger Arcade. I think I got this working now. Shouldn't be too much of an issue. I know you can't see the game yet. Should be coming up right now, though. There it is. So, last time I tried to do this, I had real serious problems getting the game to run. And I figured out what it was. I don't know much about computers, but there was a hotfix, and the hotfix borked my mod that allowed me to play with a larger party so that I could, represent all the badgers appropriately. So I had to take the mods out, update the game, and then, do the whole thing over. But it didn't take too long. It wasn't so bad once I did it. But yeah, it was an issue. I thought at first it was my computer, but then I started running other programs, I didn't have any problems. So I was like, oh, it's the mod. So there you go. But we're good now. So let's continue. Alright, so I'm in the Gnarl Tea House. This is where the hag is. And I know it's a hag because everybody's calling her one, so I figure she's just shape-shifted in a human form, but she's probably a hag in the monstrous sense. So I'm undecided on what I should do, but I saw that there was an illusory wall behind the fireplace, and I think Prim Reaper is back there. And the rest of the party is in the building, and the hag is just kind of doing her business. For whatever reason, she doesn't care that we're there, which only is a little bit more concerning because it means that she's not worried about us killing her. I don't know. It's weird. I wonder if they don't have Detect Evil, do they, in this game? I don't know. I figure what I'm going to do is look around a little bit with Prim since she's back there and the hag doesn't know, and I'll leave the other characters hang around her. We'll see. And I can only do this for about an hour at the most because I really have to leave after that. So this will be a short one, but we'll at least because I haven't done this in a bit, we'll at least get started. Maybe I'll do more tomorrow, a little bit more. So, hey, Teal Deer, consensual murder incoming. Yeah. Hey, Teal Deer. Since Space Marine 2 has been pushed back a year, or at least till September of 2024, I think it was. Do you have an interest in Darktide? So Darktide's been out for a little while, but I played Vermintide 2, and I didn't really know anyone, so I was playing with randoms online, but I had fun. I did like playing it, and I was trying to get my wife into it. She needs a little coercion, but she does get into some co-op games. But I liked Vermintide 2, but then I was like, oh man, if this was if they had a 40K version of this, I would play the shit out of it. And then they made Darktide, but I don't know if I don't know if you have an interest in that or what. So I just thought I would ask. So, okay, just waiting for it to load up. Alright. So, oh my god, it's still loading. Am I still gonna have problems? Please, please don't. Alright. So, I'm gonna switch. Still not done loading up. Maybe I have too many things running. Doesn't make sense though. Yeah. I'll just give it a second. Whatever. Xanthoth says, good stream just now and at a reasonable hour for Europeans. Are you intending to do more? Yes. I don't know if they'll always be at the same time. It's just kind of whenever I want to squeeze them in. But I do have other things I want to talk about. So I already told you that I'm going to be doing an interview and a talk. Well, not really an interview. We're going to be talking with a guy named Justin Dwayne Parker, who is a men's rights activist, I believe, and he uh, he looks into sort of critical theory, queer theory, critical race theory research, and he gets all of these crazy papers. And so I thought we would like look at some of those papers and talk a little bit about that. Great Indoors says this European just came home from work to catch the last 2 minutes of the stream. So Great Indoors asked me about James Lindsay and what my issue with him is. I thought I would tell you, but first, before we get into it, okay, now that the area is loaded up, more or less, I'm gonna switch to Prim, who is on the other side of this. You can see her highlighted over there.
Quiet now.
And I was just behind the furnace or whatever, the stove, and I was gonna see what is down here. Now, hopefully, I don't get jumped as soon as I go there, but I'm just gonna look. Let's see. So about James Lindsay, I just want to say at the outset that I like James Lindsay overall. I think he's doing good work. I watch his New Discourses podcast like whenever he puts them out, because I think that he's done a lot of good work in terms of exposing the theories behind this commie nonsense. Because the thing is, when you're dealing with these people, I don't know, this looks a little creepy. Don't. I'm worrying. I don't want to get too in there. What's this? Purulent bulb. Okay. TJWK 2023. What's up? So anyway, first I just want to say, oh, it's like red. Am I in combat or something? What does this mean? First off, I just want to say that I like the work that he does overall, and I think it's really important stuff. But there's this thing that people do that gets under my skin, and I think James Lindsay one of them. This is the thing I get a lot from, I guess, what people will call classical liberals. I don't know that I like that word, but it's an attitude. I'll just say it's an attitude, not necessarily. I'm not going to label it because I don't like them. They're very clumsy and they don't always work. But James calls himself a classical liberal, okay, or a liberal, and Carl does, and there's the Weinsteins do, or they'll even say that they're on the left, you know, but they believe in a reasonable left or a rational left or something like that, right? And what they do is they go down this rabbit hole of commie identity politics crap. And James McWhorter does this. Coleman Hughes does this. There's a lot of guys that do this, right? And what they do is they're trying to square a mirror.
Please.
I'm gonna wait for a second. Hold on a second. Let me just. This isn't pausing. And they try to square this circle, right? Where it's like, I'm a liberal and I want to preserve my liberal or even leftist positions, but I also want to fight against wokeness and progressivism. And they're trying to square a circle that I think is, to me, it proves more, not that useful. I wouldn't say more harmful, but not super useful, because what they're doing really is they're trying to preserve a status quo. So you have people that are like James Lindsay. They're like, I want to go back to the way it was in the 90s. That's like what they say, the 90s, right? I hear this a lot too. So I'm not trying to misrepresent anyone. But James Lindsay would be like, well, wouldn't it be nice if it was back like it was back in the 90s? And that's what he's trying to, and so what they do is they do this weird kind of fretting over what I refer to as right-wing backlash. We got to worry about the right-wing backlash, the right-wing coming up, and basically being just as bad or worse is actually what they are more likely to do, is say, oh, it's going to be worse. So think of it like this. You have these black nationalists, and they want to, you know, get as much from white people as possible. They feel owed. They attack them. They criticize them. Sometimes they will violently attack them. Like you'll see, you know, a guy, like, was it a Christmas parade, and some black guy drove into a crowd of white people. And when they asked him about it, he specifically said it was because he wanted to drive into a crowd of white people. He was looking to kill white people. And this is something that we should simply see as terrible and, you know, and all that. But then James Lindsay will be like, well, just don't, we can't, we shouldn't respond to this because it'll, you know, he calls it feeding into the dialectic, but it's like, how much hatred should white people have to put up with just because you're afraid that they're going to start, I don't know, doing worse than what's being done to them? It's like no one is making a justification. Nobody is saying, you know, like that we have to have this same reaction. And I don't know that James Lindsay even understands what the right-wing backlash looks like. Like, he refers to it as fascism. He's like, oh, it's going to be a fascist response. And it's like, no, that's just another leftist response. Like, people like Nick Fuentes, who people like often will say is like, you know, a far right, you know, whatever, fascist Nazi. He's a leftist. He's a leftist. Fucking James Alsup is a leftist. He's a white nationalist leftist, but he's still a leftist. It's the same shit sandwich. Fucking who's the other guy I'm thinking about? That was like that. The Red Elephants guy, I think, is like that. They're, you know, they don't really, like, the only difference really between guys like these white nationalist guys, like these Nick Fuenteses, and, like, you know, the commies, is that a black nationalist type, you know, is that you know, the white nationalists want to have like Gibbs and Social Security and shit for white people. That's all. I mean, it's not different, you know. And I'm against the whole thing. Like, I'm against the whole thing. And plus, I don't know what this right-wing backlash looks like, and I hate that because, you know, it's everything else seems really well thought out, and yet he's just gonna be like, it's like he's still scared of these like Bible thumping evangelicals that he thinks existed. What's that? Let me examine that. It's a headless person. Celadine Drow. Well, I don't think I want to mess with that. But it doesn't have a lot of hit points. But got treasure. Oh, wait, it's carrying something. Is it carrying her head? Oh, yeah.
What is this place?
Well. Magron's head. The head of this elf is ice cold. Mouth frozen, mid-scream, eyes wide with abject terror. It doesn't look like it, but okay. Could have at least molded the face. I don't know if Prim should be down here by herself. Okay, what else? Oh, what's that? Ephrin. Petrified. Oh. He's turned to stone, but he's moving. Graydon Door says, the reason I ask is because I recently watched a video of him called The Current Thing Is Not the Thing or something, and he sounded like you for the most part. I don't know what he... I don't know. I haven't seen that. Xantha says, I don't think most people who use the fash word know what it means. The amount of people calling Trump one is astonishing. Yeah, but they've been conditioned to say that. They don't even... Those people definitely don't know what it means. I'm not talking about the people who have Trump derangement syndrome. I'm talking about people who are supposedly smart, like James Lindsay, who essentially make the same arguments, like, you know, the far right backlash is going to be fascist, and I'm like, how is something that's identical to something else the opposite of it at the same time? That's what I'm saying. I think fascism, communism, and socialism are all the same. They're just slightly different, you know. Oh, in fascism, you have You have you have a free enterprise but complete government control. Well, then it's not a free enterprise. It's totally not. It's government controlled. They may not control the economy itself. They just control the corporations. Okay. How is that different? It's not, I mean, like, it is in a way, but it's not, like, really, Xanthos says, I don't think the right has any power. The right's backlash would be backing out of society or just leaving the country, similar to Passport Bros. Well, I mean, like, if you look at what regular people, so I don't like when I say the right, people think of like Republicans or Tories or conservatives. Those are not the same. What I think of like a set of ideals or principles that people operate under. And what I notice from people on what I would call the non-left, because that's kind of like a better way to look at it, is that they're interested in essentially survival. Like they're the preppers. They want to get the Patriot, the food and water and like power. They want to be self-sustaining. I think that's the thing that's most popular. That's why like the these conservative, I don't even want to say it that way, but these non-left political commentary channels are selling, things like food and supplies and water and shit like that, for preppers. Because I think that, and of course the left thinks preppers are crazy. Like that, they always, paint them in that light. Of course they do, because they live in big cities where it looks like we are not, we're not like running out of anything. And that there's no scarcity, but they're absolutely, like, they don't even consider, like, how the food gets to the fucking supermarket that they shop at, Those are the people who, like, homestead or live on farms or in smaller communities. Those are the people that are their enemy, and they literally make, like, their comforts possible. Grandor says, it's a center backlash, in other words, people who like to the government to promote the Ten Commandments because the U.S. was always a Christian nation. Who says that? Oh, well, I mean, like, I know that people do say that, but I don't know that that's I don't know. I think that if you found a country and you have a set of values, and those values happen to line up with Christianity, it wouldn't be really unfair to say it's got Christian value. Like, it's not like they wrote it down like this is a Christian country, but rather the ideals and values of the people who founded the country are of people who are themselves Christian or deists, at least. And they decided based on that, that's how they came up with it. Like, if it was a bunch of French revolutionaries that came here and started America, then you could say it was built on those principles. And that would mean that country is that. Like, in a Middle Eastern country that's run by a theocratic government is a Muslim country, then we call it that. I don't think there's any shame in that. So I don't see a problem. I mean, just because America is founded by Christians, you could call it a Christian nation, but it doesn't mean that non-Christians can't live there, because they put the freedom of religion in, it's like, it's in there, right? So, Grandor says, actually in that video, he predicts that most leftists will embrace straight up fascism in the nearby future. Oh, it's the same thing. I mean, like, it's the same thing. It's not the opposite. Like, I can't stand, it's so, I don't think it's a really productive way of talking about it. Like, if you understand that when it comes down to it, Thomas Sowell wrote about this in the 90s. He said that there are no wings. There is no left and right. Essentially, there is the left, and then the left defined everybody else as the right. And so it's almost like a black hole with leftism in the center, and everything else revolves around it. This is the reason why leftists that are truly devout all basically agree with the same stuff, because they are in the center of that black hole. And if someone divert, if they get like a little too far away, then they get kind of pushed away from the center. So it's sort of like an inverted one, I guess. And then you have everybody else. This is why people who are on what they call the right don't agree on a lot, because we're not that similar. Like, libertarians and minarchists and just kind of like, conservative Christians and conservative Jews and conservative Muslims, that we have different values. We're just non-leftist. That's all. Like, there's just the left and the non-left, really. And some people will say they don't even like that. If you prefer authoritarian and libertarian, you can go with that too. But you can measure it in terms of degrees of statism. Like, towards the center, it's more statist, and away from the center, it's less statist. You could look at it that way too. But none of the other stuff matters at the end of the day. It doesn't matter like who where you put your penis, or what kind of music you like to listen to, or it just comes down to what is the function of government. If you are against it, then you're further away from that black hole. If you're for it, then you're closer to the black hole. That's it. Granger says, I understand left. Yeah, I know that you understand it. Xanthos says, Homelander types mostly just want to be left alone. Homesteader types, I'm sorry. Not Homelander. And often think the end is any week now. I've been listening to a few for a decade. Yes. I prefer authoritarian versus libertarian. Yeah, I guess. But like, people start playing with that political compass, which I think was designed by leftists, by the way. I'm fairly certain it was, because they include like social things, and socially, when you list the values of social values, the leftism just means like good people who are tolerant, and I don't think that makes sense, because it essentially necessitates that the right is intolerant. So if you use the four-field political compass, to me, that doesn't make sense. I think it was designed by leftists because it comes out of academia. Academia is leftist. There's a bias. And I think that's how it manifests, because you would have to say if you're not racist, then you're on the left. So are you saying that racists are all right wingers? How does that work? What about left wingers that hate white people? Is that not racist? See, it doesn't work when you when you really look at it. Like, these social things are a trap. They use it to put themselves in a higher moral ground than everybody else. And then they say, well, if you're a moral person, you're on the left. And I still get that. Like, on Twitter, people will do that. They'll be like, well, you're a decent human being. Well, guess what? You're a feminist, right? That's the same thing. All right, anyway, this dwarf is petrified. I could free him. I don't have the spell. What do I have? Anything in my inventory? Maybe. I remember I had something. It was basilisk oil or something like that. I know there's a spell too. I don't think I have it. Blindness, dark vision, grease, hold person, ice knife, web, speak with dead, visibility, drow poison. What's this key for? Pride, sweat, and grime. Did I use it? I don't even remember. Did I put this in the key ring here? Can I do that? I'm just gonna do that. What's that? Elixir of heroism. Potion of speed. Speedy reply. Alright, let's switch to the rest of the party. Maybe somebody... I do have something. I do. Uh-oh. Grader says, but back to the game. Go kill some goblins. Yeah. Zerank says, there are no goblins here, but... Zerank says, I think nothing expresses the idea that each is an opposite side of the coin than this. Without a monarchy, both fight over the state, and neither operates as though said state is a necessary evil. Xanthos says, almost every group is intolerant. It's just to what extent and who it's directed at. Or what it is they're intolerant of. I'm intolerant of, people who kill babies and kick puppies and, touch underage children inappropriately. Everybody has to have some line. It's kind of like the problem. I don't know. I don't think this is intentional, but I do think it is a problem of liberalism itself, is that liberalism places tolerance as the highest virtue. And I don't think that tolerance alone is a virtue. But that's how it's framed. And leftism co-opted that. That's why leftists will call themselves liberals, or libertarian even. This is how the Libertarian Party got, undermined and corrupted because commies got in there and they said, "Oh, I'm a liberal. I believe in marijuana and gay sex, not like those evil right wingers," you know. And of course, they get to set the terms, and people accepted it. Oh, you know, you're tolerant and all about the freedoms, so we're gonna let you in. But then, of course, they start bringing their commie nonsense, and they'll start doing things like, well, in a truly free society, right? I could be a pedophile, and it wouldn't be against the law, because as long as it's consenting adults or consenting beings, right? So it's like, yeah, you have to draw the line somewhere. Xanthos says almost every group is. Oh yeah, I read that. Greendor says it's a merit system. In a merit system, racism, sexism, classism, etc., all fall by the wayside. Yes. Teal'dir says negative versus positive freedom from Kant and Hegel. Leave me alone versus duty is freedom. Yes. Well, I mean, in a way, you know, I've been talking to Lindsay about this. I do think that there is something to be said for discipline being freedom. And I know this is something that some people don't like, but I think it's true. I think that if you can't be like, you can't like simply exist without any you know, responsibility or pressure to survive. Like, I think you have to, otherwise you're just gonna die. Like if I just, you know, you'd be truly free if I put you in the middle of the wilderness and took everything away. You could do whatever you wanted to now, but then you gotta survive now. So it doesn't come without, you know, effort. So I do think that I don't know if we would call it duty, but there's definitely like a, you know, there is a pressure. You know, if you're gonna be out in the wilds, then you gotta deal with the consequences. Basic poison, speed. I swear to God, I have a potion or oil or something that will cure. Is it Dwergar antidote? No, that's water. Maybe Hannah has it. Animal speaking. Alchemy pouch. That's just colors. Arsonist oil. Arrow of many things. What the hell? Okay, so it's not Allison.
On my mind.
Maybe it's Hannah.
Well,
Maybe it's Hannah. Poison resistance, fire resistance. Does she have a scroll? Tech dots, featherfall. Witch bolt, scorching ray, sickness. I could have sworn I had something. Gold, potion, school sleep, mage armor. Okay,
no.
Somebody's got it.
Ever believe
I think. I think it's called basilisk oil. Basilisk oil, I think. I picked it up like early in the game, and I was like, oh, it unpetrifies.
Let's get going.
I had no idea. That featherfall. There it is! Basilisk oil! I knew I had it! Turn a petrified creature back to its organic form. Let me give this... Can I just send this to Prim somehow? Yeah. Yes, I can. I'm going to switch back to her then.
Stop. Please.
Okay. Where's that dwarf? There's a frightened elf.
Wait.
This person. Let's see. Wait, was the dwarf over here? Oh, there he is. There he is. That family portrait. I want to use it. Let's try it. Teal'dir says, or Greendor says, being tolerant for the sake of being tolerant and embracing the concept of a multicultural society aren't virtues. Well, it will be used against you. That's why you have to draw a line. Because tolerance, like liberalism only works if everyone else is like that. And the truth is, I don't think it's like the whole picture. And also, it's probably helpful to have some kind of moral framework, so you're not just like letting everything happen. Teal'dir says, environmental pressure makes you not free to people like Hegel. This is where you get the leftist we must remove all barriers thing, yes. It leads to a bizarre spiritual material existence is oppressive line of thinking of followed far enough. It stems from the idea that desire constrains and certain desires or pressures can be created / manipulated by others in a society. Save first, F5, good idea. I will. Thank you, Zeranx. So having unlimited freedom is actually just slavery to desires and pleasures. That's right. That's kind of, I think, the Christian way of seeing it. I think you'll be a slave to your passions. Well, it's not just Christian, I guess. There's like a stoicism element to it too. Xanthoth says, what's best for the individual and best for the tribe are very different needs. However, I believe the tribe should come first. We're a sinking ship and arguing about what a bucket is. Yes. All right. So, where's my basilisk oil? Is this it here? Yeah. Use it. Administer? This guy? I already saved, so. He's free! I hope I get a reward.
What in the bloody hell's is going on?
I'm here to help. I removed the petrification spell. You're in a hag's lair. I will say... I don't know what his alignment is. He's a gold dwarf. They're generally decent. I'll just tell him where he is.
I remember that bit. I think she turned me to stone. Because of the bite, of course.
Bite?
I can't believe you fixed it. How did you cure me?
What's the bite? I fix your petrification, nothing else. You're sick. Are you contagious? I'll say I fix your petrification, nothing else.
Oh, no, no! Why? Why'd you remove the spell if you couldn't fix me? Oh, God! No!
Oh, I think I messed up.
Help!
Wait, what happened?
I don't want to die.
Am I just watching him die? Damn, Prim. Can I revivify him? Target must be a playable character? What? Shoot. Okay, I'm gonna load my game. This is... Oh, God, it's so annoying. They put in, like, layers. Like, oh, if you save him, he dies anyway. It's like, what? Telia says, the problem arises when removing desires or pressures must be done by others to make you free. Radiant Door says, unlimited freedom in combination with trying to shield people, mostly women, from the consequences of their actions. Yes! Yes. Oh, and also, you have to consider the female definition of freedom and the male definition of freedom are very different, too. It's just like their definition of rights. So if you ask like a woman, like what rights do men have that women don't? Women will say things like the right to be able to like walk around, you know, in the streets late at night without being raped or something ridiculous. And you'll be like, well, first of all, that's not a right. Second of all, it happens to men. Like men are more vulnerable. But if we're at least just from the definition of what a right is, no. Okay, so I can't help that guy. This elf got. They blind? Take your gold. I'm afraid if I take the ring, she'll like turn to a swarm of bees or something. So maybe I shouldn't fuck with this stuff. Gnarly cauldron.
I'll give it a shot.
Don't look.
Yuck.
Don't.
I think this is pretty dangerous. I'm gonna head back up. I don't know what's going on there. Maybe I should just fuck this bitch up. Blade Kaiser says you have to defeat the hag before helping everyone. Okay. Well, I was going to anyway, but I wanted to see. I thought maybe if I freed the dwarf, he'd be like, oh, I'm gonna help you kill the hag, you know? But instead he just died, so it's like, well, that's not helpful. Okay. So here's what I'm thinking. I'm gonna... Oh, what happened? The saving? Shaded. Shaded. I'm gonna switch to... Mike.
All's well that ends. Not as bad as it could have.
Where is Nettie at? Did he leave? I'm just going to walk over here and join Rim.
Never wanted the easy path.
Hopefully she didn't see me. Everybody's going in here. Okay, well, let's all come over here. I forgot to separate from the group. And we're gonna group you up with them. Let's see. Buddy, hide.
Wonder if the gods are watching me.
We're gonna ambush this chick. So let me look around. Where is she? She's over here. Okay. So let's separate everybody. Allison, you'll go over here and stay. Hannah, you're gonna go over here. I'm gonna cast Mage Armor. I don't think it's cast right now. I'll hide.
Can't risk being in open view.
Karen.
My head down.
I'm gonna have her block the door, I guess. That hag can't go anywhere. No, I'll come over here. Why the hag would go? The fear, apparently.
I can't waste
Mike,
time.
I think you have a spell. What do you have? Stinking Cloud, Cure Wounds, Thunder Wave, Heroism, Tasha's Hideous Laughter, Healing Word, Bestow Curse, Shatter, Speak with Dead. No. No. Okay. Let's leave him there.
Out of sight. Out of
Okay,
mind.
what spells do I have? Flaming Sphere, Bless, Aid. Aid. Heal your allies, increase. Oh, and it lasts until. Well, yeah, I'll wait. Beacon of Force, Daylight, Fireball, Mass Healing Word, Beacon of Hope, Flaming Sphere, Old Person. That's gonna work. No. Okay.
Best be on my way.
I thought like one of my characters had like a glyph spell. Is it Allison? Fog Cloud, Hunter's Mark, Cure Wounds, Spike Growth. Nope. Not really it. Okay. Is it Hannah?
Next
Then?
move.
Let's see. Oh, maybe it is. Hunger of Hadar. Animate Dead. Haste. Call Lightning. Minor Illusion. Hex. Crown of Madness. Fey Presence. What are you guys saying? Oh, you're not saying anything. Alright, well. Maybe it's a scroll. Maybe it's a scroll. Let me see. I know I had like a ward. Oh yeah, here we go. Glyph of Warding. Inscribe a circle of arcane glyphs in the ground. When stepped on by an enemy, the selected magical effect will trigger. Okay, so I'm gonna use it. Spell. I gotta select a variant. Okay, so acid damage, cold damage, fire, lightning, thunder, detonation. It's like an explosion. Sleep. That's not gonna work. Let's do. Ooh, this is kind of nice, but let's do acid, I guess. They don't have force, huh? Okay, put it right. And then Karen's gonna have to.
count as adventuring?
I don't want her to be taking damage. Okay, so now I gotta lure this bitch. So I can use Allison to do it.
Have to keep going.
Okay, where is she? See her. There she is. Can I shoot her from there? Bet I can. I'm gonna attack. I don't know. 91%.
Over with.
Oh shit, I'm in there. Uh-oh. Oh, what? Where'd she go? Okay, I'm gonna go back here.
What path lies before me?
I may have fucked up. I don't know. This would be banned under the Geneva Convention. The stream is promoting war crimes. I'm doing this for Ukraine. Alright. Not enough movement. So I'm behind the illusionary wall. So I'm going to... I'm just gonna move Hannah up.
Light on my feet.
Sort of reposition myself.
No choice but to keep going.
Let me switch to... Where is Auntie Ethel at? She coming? She just disappear. See her. I'm just gonna skip my turn here. See what she does. Oh, hey, what's up? Bye-bye, lovelies. Are you leaving? You bitch.
Hag can't have gone far.
We're gonna have to chase her down there, huh? Wait. If I group up, will they all come down here? It's too far away. Okay. Back in 3.5, Glyph of Warding was a cleric-only spell. Apparently in this, like, everyone can use scrolls, like anybody. Kind of weird, but true. Okay, let's go after her, I guess. You down here? See her. There she is.
You are as thick as they come, sweetness. This is my personal playhouse, and you don't have an invite. Get out!
Tell me where Marina is, or what. I think I'll stay a while. Forgive me, I'll leave right away. Forgive me, I think I'll go. Gilder says, speaking of Ukraine, did you hear that the story of the backdoor dealing in the Senate is Russian propaganda and disinformation? No, I didn't know that. Well, I guess we can all go home now. Did you hear that Zelensky is considering, or he's proposing that they draft men 40 years old, up to 40 years old, I think, to fight? Male privilege. Tell me where Marina is.
Wriggler eaten your brain already? Leave. Or you'll end up in tonight's stew. You'll go nicely with Marina. She's already marinating. Ha!
Wait, they killed her? Where did she go? Did she leave? Shit. So this is the lair. Oh, what's this? An old door. It says started a conversation. I don't know what's going on. Uh-oh. Oh, there we go.
You feel crushing waves of fear as the presence within the door recoils. You can't let people through, not again.
What happened the last time you opened? Come on, open up. No time to chat. I'm here to kill the hag. I will say that.
A scene appears in your mind. 2 paladins and a cleric marching through the door, shrouded in the glow of the divine. Weapons brandished, they charge into the hag's lair. Screams of terror pierce the air.
You let them in? Naughty. That's a decade for each. You're mine for 30 more years, Petal.
I mean it, let me through. Is there another way in? The hag will be the least of your problems. You don't open up. I'll ask if there's another way in.
You see an image of blue skies and sunshine as the door shudders a warning. Run.
Save failed, Arcana. If you kill the hag, you'll be free. Let's try it. Oh, Hannah's... Oh, no, Hannah's got a high charisma, actually. This might work. There you go. Just enough. Just enough.
You see the hag. She walks through the door, its form shimmering. The lightest touch of hope brushes your mind as the presence within retreats.
So what does that mean? Can I go through?
Don't look.
You feel the barest hint of life from within the door.
The barest hint of life.
A thief.
Deal from
Tried
Auntie.
to
Now the
steal
good little
from
pet
Auntie.
guards my home.
Now
Oh, it's one of the paladins.
guards my home.
Got transformed into the doorway, I guess.
Don't. Stop. Please. Please.
Trying to think, what should I do? I guess I could try to charm it? I don't know. Can I do that? Beguiling. Charm nearby.
Don't.
Magic.
Look. Don't.
I don't know if this is gonna work.
You feel the barest hint of life from within the door.
Alright. Leave.
Don't. Look. Don't.
Mirror.
Stop. Please.
Let's have a look at myself.
Just mirrors. This guy doesn't look like he's gonna be much help, but let's see.
No. No. Don't look. Mustn't look. Mustn't see.
Are you alright? Mustn't look at what exactly. Smile as he twitches and whimpers. Muster yourself. What ails you?
I see it. I see what's to come.
You realize there's magic at work. Some type of spell. An illusion.
Me. Dead. Dead. Flesh rotten, bone shining.
Calm yourself. Whatever you're seeing isn't real. I just see your reflection. Hey, look at me. What are you doing? Get out of here. I'll say calm yourself.
Lies. Lies. I see it. See truth. See death. All future.
That's so. What does my future hold?
Always ask. Never good. Never see. Never. Gods, don't hurt me. Oh, please. Please. Please, please, please.
Speak in your mother tongue. Try to calm down. I'll do that. Not my elf.
Ah! No! Stop! Trick! 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 They're the monster! Monster! For mind dripping! Flesh peeling! Mind flayer!
Look at me. I'm not a mind flayer. Take a deep breath and roar. Silently step away. I'll say that.
No! Mind flayer! Get away! Get away!
No intention of letting that happen.
Don't look. Don't!
Alright. Oh, a mask! Wait a minute.
Stop!
Let me look at it. Soft, unintelligible whispers seep from the dark wood, ringing in your ears and resounding in your skull. I think I'll let...
Ahead.
Shit, I don't know. I'll put it on. No, wait, not the cleric.
No one's
Yes,
seen yet.
we'll do that. Have hand. Alright.
Stop,
I grab it.
please.
Picked up one whispering mask. Can I use it now? Further conversation.
You feel crushing waves of fear as the presence within the door recoils. It can't let people through. Not again.
What happened the last time you opened? Come on, open up.
Images
this.
flash. A man cowering, a bag open at his feet. Gold coins spilling onto the floor. His cries for mercy are cut short as the hag slices into him, dismembering him painstakingly, limb by limb. She cackles, the man's remaining flesh twisted and contorted, becoming the twisted surface of the door before you. Flee, you feel it cry.
I don't know. I'm not afraid.
Appears in your mind. Two
Oh,
weapons
same.
scream.
You let them in? Naughty. That's a decade for each. You're mine for 30.
All right, that's not gonna work. Let me look in my inventory and see what I got. So where's the mask? Whispering mask. Oh, I can equip it. Okay. Uh-oh.
Hello, Peggy. My, the mask suits you. Just relax. See the world with fresh eyes. And let your dear old Auntie Ethel look after you.
Well, looks like I can go
Don't
narrow
look.
whisper. Can I go in here now?
Don't.
Can everybody come?
The stench
Uh-oh.
of rot is a slap to the face. Suddenly she is there, beside you, behind you, inside you.
Yes, I have you now, Petal. Don't worry. Auntie is going to take good care of you.
Oh, shit. Oh, boy.
Wait. Wait.
This Hannah? Misty Step.
Don't look. Don't.
And I'll do... Can I put him to sleep? Oh yeah, I can. Do that. Okay. Put a mask on to trick the door into letting you inside if the game is just a grape simulator. That's why I said I was trolling.
Breathing,
Oh,
despite everything.
that's alright. I put him to sleep. Wait, who am I fighting now? Are we all gonna fight each other?
Don't look. Don't.
Do we all... Okay, wait. Wait a minute. Who am I playing as?
Never a dull moment.
Why did we all take damage?
Wait. Wait.
No one stopped me yet.
I don't know what's gonna happen. I'm just gonna come in here. I saved just before this, so... Alright, so whose turn is it? Am I not in control? What's that?
Let's go.
Oh, is it just Hannah then? Okay. Oh, now we can move. I see. Okay. So let me take the mask off of him. Can I do that? No, I guess not. A pickpocket would have been on here. Ungroup, attack, throw, examine. Okay. I'm just gonna move ahead, I think. Actually, no, let's not do that.
Just out of view.
Okay.
With haste.
Something. Those red caps? Uh-oh, what?
Get out! Get out of my head!
Quiet, little one. Auntie will make it all better.
Who am I playing as now? Whose turn is it? Is it Allison's? Yeah.
I'll catch a break.
I'm just gonna dash up here. See, guys, but I don't know if they're enemies. Oh yeah, I guess they are. They are in the initiative. Okay. My cleric now. Maybe I can like cast a spell to make him shake out of it. Sanctuary, cure wounds, shield of faith, fairy fire. Shield of faith, fairy fire, bless. What does bless do? No. Scorching ray, aid, burning hands, sanctuary, cure wounds. Mass healing word, beacon of hope, maximum points available when healed, fireball, flaming sphere, daylight, old person, aid. Okay. I don't know. I'll just move and see what he does on his turn. It won't be anything bad. I gotta quit anyways in like 3 minutes, so I may have to just stop the game here.
Nothing will stand in my way.
I'm gonna have Karen like grab this guy. She's gonna pick up Mike. Too heavy? Oh, you know, man. All right. Let me look in my inventory. The Watcher's Guide, Gloves of Power, Wizard Bane Oil. I want to take the mask off of him, but I don't know how to do it. Oh, Pickpocket is here, but if for some reason I can't do it. All right, I'm just gonna like go see what he does. I'm gonna quit after this turn. Someone's trying to call me. I don't know what that's about. Non-lethal damage to knock him down. Remove mask when unconscious and heal him for 1 hit point to patch him up. I guess I could just beat his ass and then remove the mask. But, am I hid? He's not hidden. Isn't she hidden?
Being in open view.
I guess I could.
Slow down.
He's got all his hit points. He hasn't acted. Oh, he's going to, though. Not enough oh. So he's only being he's the one wearing the mask, so he's affected by this, whatever this is.
Get out!
All right.
Get out of my head!
I'm gonna have to take him out, I guess. Sorry, Mike. I'll be kind. All right. I'm gonna move back here.
Very well.
And my turn. I can't cast anything else. Can't move. So I guess I'll just cure myself. Two.
Take you.
And then my turn there. And then Karen is going to can I jump up there? Let me see. Can I? Oh yeah, she can. What up? Ugh. I don't know who this guy is. Well, fuck this guy. Leave, lacerate. I'm just... No, he's not that tough.
Yes, Auntie. I'll break them.
Cursing us. Only pickpocket when hiding. What about if they're knocked out? Okay, Grim. Can I take it stuff now? Let me look in my... Can I look at my group inventory? So, Whispering Mask. Can I take it off? In the camp? Alright. I'm gonna have to quit because it's time to go. So I'm gonna like leave it there. I don't think I'm gonna commit to this. I think I'm gonna like quit the game, but we'll go to the main menu, and next time I'll do a little bit more, but I gotta go. So interesting. Thanks guys for hanging out. Sorry it was kind of short, but I gotta take off. I'll think about this next time. Doc Saturn says cursed item. Yeah, it seems that way. All right, anyway, thanks for coming on and hanging out. I'll do more maybe tomorrow. If you guys like this video, please hit like, subscribe if you're not already subscribed, hit the bell for notifications. Let me know what you guys think about this, and please share the video because sharing is caring. Thanks guys for coming on. I'll see you tonight at 6 on Badger live streams for my fireside chat with BX. We're going to be talking about the Department of Homeland Security paying $700,000 to various groups in order to essentially like redirect content that we create on here at Badger live streams, specifically calling out people like Karen. And hope to see you guys there. So thanks so much for coming on the show, and I'll talk to you all in the next video. See you later, guys.
Men's right activists are impossible to fucking deal with, especially if you have like a couple dudes who have good memory on top of that too. Holy shit, you're fucked.